Talk Show.
It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 338.
The shop's open. What's happening, guys?
We're open for business.
We are.
Yeehaw!
We definitely are.
Sorry about that.
What happened? What came over you?
I'm bringing an energy based on feeling a little bit sick.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What? That was mixed between a gorilla and a cowboy.
Well, it's a good way, like being energized.
I tell you, there's one thing that ups your energy. It's positive feedback.
No, cleaning my glasses, to be honest.
Does it?
Yeah. If
You've got water on them.
I know.
It's interesting. It's like a camera lens when there's a bit of fluff on it, but you're rocking that, f-stop of 1.4. You can't see it. Right now, I sometimes notice quite a bit of like dust. I don't know what it's like for people that
a little bit of dandruff, a little bit of dry skin.
I mean, I said dust, you said dandruff.
I think it's dandruff.
Most likely dandruff.
I still haven't got a haircut, guys.
That was a promise that was made, and it shouldn't even make its way into the promises that we make on this show that we need to fulfill because it's so low level.
Well, I'd like to criticise Mr. 97 again.
Oh.
Just based on the just calling the episode 2 big announcements.
No, I love
because,
that.
No, but then we it's clickbait. We only got all of our videos on YouTube get like 5 or 6 likes.
Yeah.
That had 1 like and 1 dislike. People
so
don't like. You should have led with maybe like cereals.
Nah, I liked it. Well done.
Going
Mr.
Fruit
97.
Loopy.
I'll quickly mention a few nice reviews that have come in on Apple Podcasts review section. So this is a nice one from Jonesy. Top quality squeegee based bants.
Thanks, Jonesy.
2.5 gronks discuss all things life, business, and squeegees. I really like that. This one's awesome. This is from Ella. 5-star review, guys.
Thank you, Ella.
This is lifting your energy.
Yeah, this
baby.
is good.
Not just because you told me to.
That's the headline.
Yeah, the headline. Because we did ask. Go and leave a review. I only started listening a couple of months ago, but I love it. I hang out every day waiting for the new episode to drop, and it's one of the only stable things in my daily routine. Concerning. I honestly don't even know how to describe it, but I can't stop talking about it. Every single conversation is interesting, and I love hearing about their careers and the media industry. I'm not in it. Just a sticky beak. Seriously worth giving a listen. You'll definitely be hooked like me in no time.
Thank you, Ella.
I spoke to my mum today and she said, I really liked that episode with Craig Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said, he's a lot older than I thought he would be. And I guess...
Based on, did she watch the video?
No, she just listened to it and then obviously saw a snippet come up.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a great voice, Brucey.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. But Mum said, I really like learning about that industry. Mum's got she's never been in radio, but she likes hearing about the world. And we've all got there's so many little worlds happening within this one world. And radio is definitely that. It's a big bubble. And Craig was he was driving that ship for a long time.
Bubble.
I also got an update from Mum.
On what?
She's on a high.
Really?
She's cashing in. She's making bank.
Really?
She's quite big online, if you guys didn't know. My mum's on the meditation website, Insight Timer.
I was going to say, people stream her. That's all we'll say.
It was a clusterfuck. No, but mum's got a...
Tommy's mum is not a cam girl, if that's what you were.
She's not. She's a meditation teacher and she's been uploading...
Whatever you want to call it.
I mean...
Everyone's relaxed by the end of it. So, the fact that they go for 27 minutes.
Well, she's got some that go for 27 minutes. So she uploads these. She records them on a Rode mic that we got her. And then I do a little bit of jazzing up at the end to just export.
What do you mean jazzing up? What are you doing?
It's a hard battle recording anything into a PC computer. Especially an old one. They're rocking PC back at their joint.
What do you actually do though?
Oh, I downloaded or not Audition, Audacity, which it's a free version. I couldn't get the latest version because
Audacity is free. It's open source.
Yeah, but I couldn't even download the latest version based on their computer and
Windows
what's going
XP
on.
or something.
I've got no idea. I used to be good at Windows, but I've got no idea. But anyway, I sort of just give it a voice enhance and all that kind of jazz. Anyway, she then uploads them to Insight Timer, and she's been on there for a while. She's got her own profile, insighttimer.com/Joanne Jackett. Have a look. She's got a shitload of subscribers I only just realised. I'm just pulling this up right now. But what she's excited about is that she's been getting kickbacks, cash. She's getting money.
Checks?
I don't know. I think it's direct deposits.
Oh.
So
I used to get checks from Amazon.
Yeah.
That was the best. It was sort of like getting your pay. You'd get like...
She's got 186.7 thousand downloads across her sort of like 369 episodes. But she's been making money for it. She's so fucking ecstatic. Like, she is someone who gives it a hard, solid crack when it comes to online stuff.
Yeah.
And, not tweeting out, but Instagramming, Facebooking. She's worked out how to monetize it. The amount of people that are
Do you know what
struggling
sort
to
of
make...
cash is?
She's been getting monthly payments. I think one of them was like $140.
Great.
One of them was $30 or something like that. So it's not huge money.
Yeah.
But out of all the people that are out there trying to monetize their online,
It's amazing.
she's done it.
Yeah, that's so good.
She's done it. So that's she's riding a high.
Does
today.
she get fan like messages?
So they've all got. What's interesting about this website, and this is no
Insight
pain I say, but this
Timer.
company does a great thing. They're paying creators. They're paying. It's a good, amazing platform.
Where are they getting the money from?
I think people sign up. Mum got a donation, so you can donate to a creator, or she got $1.20 donation. She was like, pumped.
That's so good.
But a lot of people leave reviews and stuff. So there's some really nice reviews. I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, what are people saying about
How do
Joanne?
you go on to this?
This is not a... It's too jazzy for you.
It is real jazzy. I don't even
No,
know.
now you're about to
I'm
play.
playing Mum's meditation. Should we just hear a little bit of it? Oh, here we go. Hang on.
Meditation that will prepare you for a lovely, restful sleep.
It sounds shit through the microphone, but it sounds very relaxing.
Yeah. So
She does have a very sort of calming nature.
yeah, I think for me, I'm surprised Amy can listen to our podcast. I'm surprised Bree can listen to our podcast. I have just become, I cannot listen anymore.
Absolutely.
I think we're doing too many of them. But so what I'm saying is, I think I'd struggle listening to Mum as the meditation teacher.
Absolutely.
And it's got nothing to do with our relationship. It's that it's Mum,
But I
you
think,
know? But I've enjoyed her yoga classes when I've gone. But it's still that thing. I think I would just one step removed. I said to my mate yesterday, who I caught up with, he's just finished up working somewhere and he's talking about new opportunities. And he was saying, I can't. It's too close to home to work with my wife. And working with a partner it's hard. It's hard enough working with you.
Well, it's good having. What's that got to do with it?
I don't know. I was just thinking, fuck.
Did you see any sort of? Well, no,
It had
but
nothing to do with that.
Well, so no, Bree and I spoke about working together.
Yeah.
We got very close to doing it, but I think it's for the best having that separation sometimes.
If you can make it work, though, I think it.
Yeah,
You'd think it's like I think you'd have for me. I would need the roles to be so separate. And I think for you too, like you're very strong-headed in certain areas. So you'd need it's like most good partnerships, you need sort of yin and yang.
yeah.
Are we yin and yang? Who's black, who's white? Which part
which
are you
is-
of the yin and yang? I don't know which one's which. Which one is
I feel like yin sounds.
white?
Well,
White
yin
guy?
sounds more sort of calm.
Yin.
Yang, just the way it sounds like a yang. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. I think we switch. Sometimes
Do
I'm
we?
yin, sometimes I'm yang.
Sometimes you're a bad guy, sometimes you're a good guy.
Yeah. I don't know. But what have you learnt about collaboration since we've started?
Yeah, it's been such a buzzword, you know. Like you see people like, oh, let's collab online. Hit me up in the DMs if you want to collab. It's like I don't think most of these people realise how
You have to work with people when you collab.
yeah,
It's so annoying.
because I think you immediately you think collaboration. Great, I get something out of it. I can sort of more power, more people.
So if it's coming for most people, do you think, and even for yourself at the beginning, like from an individualistic sort of goal, which is that this is going to further me?
I think most people are thinking that way. Great to work with somebody. I love what they do, but a lot of people are strategic in collaborations.
Yeah.
If you've seen someone's like hit me up to collaborate, it's mainly because it's like it'll probably help me grow further. Or they really just want to meet people. But I think if you go into it naively, just thinking that you're just going to get to work with somebody, you then work out that working with somebody, everyone has their own sort of principles or their own sort of thought patterns, beliefs, and yours are coming. You could come to a loggerhead in most of it. So that's what we've spoken about, is like collaboration is actually someone leading the charge and you helping them with it. A lot of the time that is a really seamless collaboration.
Or trying to have everyone on equal footing or whatever's hard.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
exactly.
you need someone to lead the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mr. 97, did you find the yin and yang?
Yeah, well, hang on.
He was actually...
Mate, all you have to do is look at the tattoo on your lower back of the yin and yang.
No, okay. So the yin is the white part, which is good, bright, and sunny aspects of life, and then the dark or the black is all the evil and treacherous aspects of life.
You did it. You got it right.
Yeah.
Yang.
Yeah.
Yang sounds like a dirty little bastard. You know?
And so which one... I mean,
No,
when
I
is
don't
it good to be the yang?
Yeah.
97's our yang.
No, I think it's the metaphor.
dirty
for,
little
like
bastard.
it's for life. It's,
I like that.
I don't think it's probably not the best way to look at it as yin and yang are individuals.
Well, that's why
like,
they have the smaller dots within. Like you've got the smaller dot within each of them, and so if you've got the small white circle in the dark,
yes,
then it's looking at the bright parts of the bad aspects of life.
yes,
Yeah, so that's where it sort of balances out.
I like it. The I'm going to get a tattoo on my lower back of that.
How many tattoos have you got?
I got one. Yeah.
How did that come about?
I was 17, maybe younger, 16, and I was listening to a lot of Tupac.
Did it have something? I feel like it's got emotional meaning.
Well,
I just remember I was like, I think early on I heard someone laugh at your tattoo, and then you've got like a great comeback around like, that's for my fucking...
Oh, no. I might have told you
something to do with like, because it's
Matt Tilley. Was it the Matt Tilley thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was when I worked for Kiss FM, I was in a room, Matt Tilley and someone else was in there, and they were talking, and I was the only other person in the room, and they started talking about tattoos, and they're like, yeah, I'm clean skin, and then the other guy's like, yeah, I'm a clean skin too, and then they just started, they were like, Tommy, what are you? Because I could just feel the energy between them. I'm like, yeah, me too. And then they were like, I just kind of didn't want to enter into it. But then they were just like, how's the, people getting tattoos these days? And so you can't enter it. I don't want to have to fucking be trying to defend anything at that point. So I've just gone along with it and got back onto my computer. And
so there's nothing like deep about it. I'm sure because it's a good way of like being like, this is a dead family member or something.
Yeah,
like
I think there's a lot of people that get tattoos with the meaning worked out. Mm-hmm. Like what you're saying, it's like Papa or whatever. I don't know. It's like
what Papa?
Papa. My Papa died or something. Little Pluto, my dog. He's passed away, and now I've got his little face on my arm. Mm-hmm. I know a girl whose dog died and got a big tattoo on her leg.
What sort of dog was it?
It was like one of those Rottweilers.
And she's got a Rottweiler on her leg.
It's not. I wouldn't go there. What
does that mean?
Wouldn't personally get a Rottweiler on my leg.
Okay.
And so the other thought is that people who get tattoos want to get a tattoo for some reason, but then it sort of associates to a time in their life.
Yeah.
And so, my friend who passed away, he killed himself when we were fucking 18. We love tattoos. We loved them. He got fuckloads of them. He went overboard.
Yeah.
Barbed wire on his forearms.
And so do you think that you got the tattoo and then applied the meaning? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a cross.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cross. I don't go to church now.
Why did you get it? What was the...
I remember liking the look of the cross. So this is the thing. It's like...
Where is it again?
It's on my back. It's on my back.
Can you show the camera? You don't have to get your full rig. So you didn't have to lean with your... You should go front on to start with if you want to show your rig. Sounds like that. Oh, look how lean he is.
Fucking white as it.
He looks very white. Fuck, it's big.
Yeah.
Turn around completely so we can see it. He's fucking flexing if I've ever seen it.
Mate, I look fucking white as...
So it's green.
Very yin in this.
And so the greeniness, go to YouTube /The Daily Talk Show if you want to see that.
Tattoos, they aren't black. When you get them, they're something.
What about all the hipster, like the ones like the line art?
Really
going like...
Yeah, they're just different needles.
But they're going black now. Like, can you get black ink or no? I think of blue. When I think about blue,
it's something about the ink and inside the skin. Write this into Google. Why do tattoos go green? Because it was a lot darker when I first got it.
Mm-hmm. Have you had many people comment on it? Like, has it been a talking point or not really?
Nah, not really.
I thought about getting the Apple logo under, just like between my thumb and my finger.
Yeah.
Sort of in the, what do you call that bit?
The webbing.
The webbing.
That would really hurt. That would severely hurt.
But the problem is we don't know where, like, is that a good, if I'm going to the Apple Genius Bar, is that a power move or the ultimate cut move?
Imagine if you did that and then they were like,
yeah, exactly.
They just gave you this nod and then they would just come this way. You walk in.
I just seem like a massive fanboy.
Yeah.
I think it would have that vibe.
What did you find out, Mason?
It says the older tattoos are made with India ink, which is not a true black but a dark green.
Okay. I don't think, when was that? I don't think that's the case for my one. I think it's...
This article was 2011.
Okay. No, I got it before then. Interesting. Maybe I'm rocking Indian ink. India ink?
India.
It's from India?
I don't think it is. I think it's just what they are.
What's interesting is I got that when I wasn't 18. And so
Did you have to get like a note or something?
Nah. I think my parents actually drove me there.
Do you remember what's the discussion?
There was just I wanted to get one. I probably...
Do you think you played it? Did you say, hey, my friend who's passed away?
No. He was alive then. He was alive. Okay,
sure.
Like we were...
So it's definitely after the fact applying that sort of...
Yeah. I think, yeah. I've only got one. It's this kid I went to high school with. He was always one to sort of go through trends. You know, he would dress like a football player.
That's what I wonder about what emos are going to look like.
Yeah.
At the age of 70. Like the big one, the popular thing at our school was the ear... what's that called?
Yeah.
Stretches.
Like, they're like full circles. You could put a pencil through your ear. Yeah. And then when you see people who've stopped living that life, it just looks shriveled up.
Well, I just imagine, what does that look like in a suit? What are you going to look like? And you're probably going to look like someone from Blink-182.
Yeah, probably. With 1/100th of the money that they made from their successful career. But this guy that I went to high school with, I saw him a few years later, like a few years ago. And
what was the trend that you saw him last?
Grapher.
What's grapher?
Grapher, like TN Nike shoe, puffer pants.
What was that first two letters?
Like
TN?
TN. Mr. 97 knows that. They've kind of come back in. They're kind of cool now.
TN.
You'd 100% know what a Nike TN is.
What is a TN? Just tell me. You don't have to Google.
I actually don't know what they look like. But it's just a popular Nike shoe.
Seriously popular, and they've made
as
it
cool as
they used to be
Asics.
Real ratty. They used to rats used to wear them when I was growing up. Now they've come back in. Hipsters in Collingwood wear them with their pants. Their
I think I've got a pair. Are they like 90s or something?
Yeah, they would have been late 90s when they were rocking around in my day, and then later, they've come back in. They always do cycles and stuff. So anyway, he was wearing that kind of stuff, which we all were. And then I saw him, and it was that motorbike-esque sailor tattoo style, and then they're all up his arm, like sort of snake.
Not super easy to hide.
Very, very hard to hide. And so, but he hadn't gone like neck and stuff. Like I know some guys who got face tats and hard to come back from that one.
I mean, the one thing about a face tat is it's setting you up to be some sort of top dog.
But what about if you didn't want to be someone who just punches people in the head?
But that's what that could be the confusing. Like, I'm probably the perfect candidate for a neck tattoo.
No, why?
Because I have the contrast of just being this geek.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he definitely doesn't have street cred. It's like, oh my God, he's got so much street cred, and now he's now he's a geek.
You can't do that. No way.
What would happen to my neck beard?
You could hide it in the neck beard.
Really? I probably could too.
You could definitely hide it.
After 2 days.
I'm almost hiding my back tattoo with my back hair.
Yeah, it does have that vibe. Have you ever thought about getting it removed?
No, because it leaves a fucking huge scar in the shape of it. Mark Wahlberg, I heard him on some TV show recently, and he has a bunch of tattoos from when he was younger, and he's done... They said to him, it's about 8 sessions to have it removed. Yeah. He said he's been 30-something times, and he's got money. And so each session's probably $400, $200, or whatever it is. Still a lot of money over that time. And so, I don't know. I've thought about getting more, just adding.
Yeah. Because there's even our mate Michelle from Shameless.
Oh, yeah? She's got one?
got her eyebrows tattooed.
Oh yeah, a lot of women are getting that done.
It's very common. The thing is, I was wondering whether I would ever get them done. Specifically, I think it is a female thing to, like, not
They'd be on fleek all the time.
Yeah, but I wonder,
why
like,
would you get them done?
No, well, I was just wondering in that position, there's a risk and reward that you're working on, which is they look epic now. However, will we ever see a time like the 90s where the single, like, real small eyebrows, like, is it ever going to be
though? So
will it ever become fashionable to have no eyebrows? And they're like, well, fuck, I've tattooed these things on.
I would put my money on it.
It's a safe.
Have you seen how weird? Have you seen how weird people look?
Yeah. Well, there's people who have medical stuff that don't.
No,
have.
I know that, and that's hard for them. But I think for the majority of people, it's like take away your nipples and belly button. You know how fucking
there's
weird we all look.
There's other people who don't have that too.
Yeah, exactly. My mate was born with 3, so he can give one away if he needs to.
Is that your rule? If you've got a mate that's experienced it, you can. Oh, I get it.
I can imagine if you didn't have a nose.
Yeah, there's people who don't have noses too.
Imagine if you didn't have ears.
Yeah.
It would be strikingly different to the eye.
But things are changing too. Like the technology and stuff is getting so much better.
Yeah.
Like I'm wondering how long, you're giving pushback yesterday on me taping up my back if I'm in pain.
Yeah.
But what about if I could actually have a back brace that made me sort of like have better back muscles?
Yeah, it's still the guy that wants to take a pill because what happens when...
But what about if you're wearing it constantly?
Yeah, but then it's doing the work for you. So your back will just completely disappear. It'll just be... You'll be... Just,
but if you don't need the back, if you've got a guarantee that this is a thing that you're always wearing, I guess it would become very cool to be like doing Instagram posts of like, hey, look, I don't have my back brace on and look at my back muscle. Like that will then become the thing that people seek.
It's a weird thought. Would you get rid of an arm and put a prosthetic one on if you could?
No, I definitely wouldn't get rid of an arm.
No, but you still have it, but it's just like becomes super strong.
No.
Or why not?
I just think that it's I'm happy at the moment.
I've got earring holes too. They've closed up now, but you can you see it? See that?
Yeah.
Can you see the earring?
Have you squeezed yours?
For what reason? To get what do you mean? Like have I squeezed it?
Because the holes like close up.
Yeah.
So if you squeeze it, you can get some like rank.
Oh yeah, I have.
You have, so you have done it.
Yeah, but I was wanting to know what you meant by squeeze. What's the purpose of doing it? To get something out of your ear hole?
Well, because you're literally like it's building up like a worm, skin worm.
Oh, Jesus.
You can just pull it out.
Nah,
I got my earring too.
Did you?
Yeah.
No chance. I can't say. Oh, you did. You did, little thug.
Yeah,
I bet you were the kid that had to wear gold because he was allergic to the silver.
Yes, definitely. But I know I'd get infected from. There was a good portion of time where I just could only wear a stud. I wanted to wear like
the only time you're all stud.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to. We had the Nike ticks from Dandenong Market.
Did you?
Did you know about that?
No.
So it's just like a Nike tick.
My friend who
I'll try and
not
find
with
a
us
photo.
anymore, he had a Nike tattoo.
A Nike tattoo?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'll try and find a photo of me wearing a Nike tick.
Yeah.
It was in the days where I was wearing, Juice jumpers or USA jumpers.
Yeah.
Talking about allergies.
That's that same time as Tians, by the way. You just probably didn't didn't get the shoes.
Well, I was a Globe guy.
Yeah, Globe. They were there too.
Do you remember the character? Was it called Industry or whatever? Like it had like the flame head sort of thing. It was sort of like a emoji looking thing.
Vulcan.
No, it wasn't Vulcan. It was something Industries.
Yeah, interesting. I can't remember. There was
Can you type in Industries face logo?
I remember there was.
I saw it at DFO. I remember DFO had it, and it was sort of like a skating sort of brand.
Yeah.
But I was also allergic to henna.
Tattoos. Henna tattoos.
Or like the temporary tattoos that you'd get in Bali.
Yeah. I think Amy's sister had an allergic reaction to one recently.
It's not great.
Well, I mean,
Bali in 1998 when we went.
Yeah.
It was just Melbourne for people who weren't overseas at that time. In Melbourne, it was the gas crisis where there was no gas.
Oh yeah, I remember that the plant explosion. Was that?
I don't know what happened, but I remember
the Longford gas Look up that Longford
Wait,
gas.
what about the industry thing?
No,
his-
I couldn't
Couldn't
find
find
it.
it, couldn't find it. Longford gas. Just write that Longford gas strike or something.
Also, I remember coming home, we got like the tail end of it. So we were away, luckily, when it was all happening, but
yeah.
you didn't have hot water. So you'd have to
Yeah.
use a kettle, fill it up, and everyone was fucking having a bath together.
Yeah.
I would have been 8, but Bali, 1998, blonde haired, blue eyes, glasses. The Balinese would call me funny boy. Funny boy. And so I would just
Why
like,
funny boy?
I think I was always joking around and stuff, and I bought
Funny boy.
a harmonica. Using the harmonica.
Really playing into that stereotype. Funny boy.
Funny boy. And I had, I just remember going to Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
And they had the big sumo suits, and we did all that. I was just every day just wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, like big, like, you know,
Funny
a little
boy.
fat kid with a big Hawaiian shirt. And I've definitely got photos, and we did all the stuff with the, we did the whole Bogan experience, like the fake, like shitty rings.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
wearing so many rings. I looked like the fucking Godfather or something.
I put on a ring, and I remember I was with my dad in one of the sort of dingy streets of Bali back in the day, and the guy, he got stuck on my hand.
I think it's a rite of passage. I think being in Bali and having a ring that won't come off, and there's a sense that we might have to go to a Indonesian hospital.
Anyway, so the guy, I just remember so clearly, he had these really long nails and was just like getting at it. I remember just the fear, and then it just came off. I don't even know why I was trying on a ring. Maybe it's just the thing, getting braids in your hair as well.
Trying to buy a laser.
All that
we
sort of
bought a laser.
laser.
You brought them home and stuff.
Did you find out?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's so there was a massive gas explosion.
Was it like September?
Yeah, September 1998.
Wow.
And it killed 2 people, injured 8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, don't lead with that. I was telling my Bali story.
And
lasted 4 days. Fire developed that lasted 4 days.
Yeah, and
gas supplies resumed in October.
Weird, huh? That it's from this one place it's sending out all the gas.
Are you impressed that I knew the exact?
It's great. 98.
Because I used to always go.
Pretty good.
September was always the time that we would go away. That was I was always sort of away.
Well, third term holidays here in Australia. That was the big time. Everyone would sort of jet set out. I mean,
Daydream Island was a big one. I was very lucky. My parents.
Yeah, I know.
We
had burb life, but had baller life when it came to holidays
and trips.
It's not a bad way. We went to Noosa. That was the place where we went for third term. Very, very Wesley, very private school to do.
Yeah, we would go Daydream Island. We went twice. It was in Queensland in the islands, sort of Whitsundays, I think, sort of area. It's now, I think, like an all an adult resort,
adult only.
But at the time, it was like, I just remember
Club Med. Was it Club Med?
Yeah.
They were the ones that were family friendly. They've got like the exercise, not exercise, but
kids
just
club.
Fun. Yeah,
well, the annoying thing for my parents is I just hated anything that involved kids. I just fucking hated kids from like the age of like 6.
Yeah.
And so kids club, I was just like,
Did
I don't
you
have
realise
time
you
for
were
this
one
shit.
of them?
No, because I was like,
What
I
was
was
it? Could
more
you-
sort of like Friday night karaoke.
But
I did
what-
like the national anthem.
But what was it? Did you
Daydream
not
Believer.
get along with the kids, or was it like?
I just didn't have time for their shit. I'm like, okay, so we're doing all this finger painting. That's all fucking cute, but I've got like things to make, things to do.
It's so funny.
And so yeah,
It's so
I
funny.
was quite annoying in that regard.
Amy said to me yesterday, "How amazing is it that we get to shower and bathe in drinking water?" Which is just, if you think about
How
it like
often do you drink shit through the shower?
a bit. I don't like drinking lukewarm water. It's not my go-to.
Just a big
Bodie,
baby.
oh my! I'll tell you what a baby does. He pisses in the bath and then fills the cup up and drinks the water from the bath. No fucks given.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
He's
I
still
definitely
around.
love like a sort of
Yeah,
take a little bit.
yeah. But
Did you go on any any holidays when you were growing up? 97.
Yeah, the one that I remember was we went to Hamilton Island.
Oh yeah, Hamilton Island. Fuck, there's
an island that's just off that starts with H as well. But like you fly to Hamilton Island or whatever, and then you go there. But
Which one was better? Is it an upgrade or a downgrade?
nah, it's an upgrade.
Yeah,
It's
it
an
is.
upgrade.
Ooh la la.
But yeah, no, I remember that. It was big tropical holiday.
Yeah.
It was great.
Golf carts, always fun on those sort of trips. Getting silly on golf carts.
Did you? So it's you and your two brothers, mum and dad.
Yeah, the whole family.
What were you like? What were what were the boys like in your household? Were they well behaved or?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're pretty well behaved. I mean, early days we fought a little bit and like chased after each other and that sort of stuff. But always on like family holidays, we just, I don't know, went to the gym with dad or did something like that.
Really?
You're close in
Yeah.
age to your brothers.
Yeah. Like one and 2 years.
Like when I'm in Bali and I'm 8, my brother's 16. So I remember him getting bintangs. Sneaking a few beers over there because they don't give a shit back then.
No, I just remember, like, definitely, I feel like my brothers and I are the sort of family that would get into such a bad fight on a flight that they'd have to turn it around. Like a Jetstar flight, you'd hear it on the news.
Yeah,
Like
did you have any blow-ups?
Well, I hit my brother with a golf club in Merimbula.
That's right.
And it was the one night that mum and dad had off and some other people were looking after us, and mum said she's never been more embarrassed in her life. That was also the same trip, Merimbula, where I remember we went to a Mexican restaurant and there was a whole table of elderly people and they had a set menu, but it turns out that the taquitos had the shells were too hard, so they couldn't eat them. As it was the first time I'd ever had a taquito. They're fucking delicious.
First time, and how many did you have in the first time?
Yeah, a lot. They because they're almost like imagine like a spring roll, but Mexican flavor.
Yeah, yum.
It's so, and like a lot of beef in it.
Yeah,
I just remember it just being like, they're fucked up, and I'm just smashing it. So
fucked
yeah,
up your age.
The other exciting thing of the holiday, to Hamilton Island that I remember.
Oh yeah,
was I got to sit next to, and I've told you this before. 97 wouldn't know. Do you know who Jeff Jans is?
Nah.
If he knew that, I don't know. I'd give him shares of the company. That's a big feat.
Absolutely not.
My shares.
Do you know Huey?
No.
Okay.
Huey's Cooking Adventures.
Nah.
Okay.
Do you remember Big Kev?
Nope.
Oh,
Big Kev. Big Kev's excited.
He
Died
wasn't
of a heart
food.
attack. He's really a bit overly excited. Red face, just like had a whole bunch of shower power.
Anyway, he's not
Goo
Jeff
remover.
Jans. But Jeff Jans, Sri Lankan dude.
Yeah.
He was a celebrity chef in the 90s. And when I was a kid, I would watch Beauty and the Beast, Beauties and the Beast, which was like that panel show.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. They
I just remember Diane and Bert.
Oh, I think
Bert Newton.
yeah. But anyway, Jeff Jans would sort of he would have a show, and I would constantly watch him cooking. But anyway, I was sitting on the plane, and I was sat next to Jeff Jans, my idol. And
Poor bastard.
So I kept my cool for the whole flight, and then as we were landing,
did though, you did.
Yeah. But then I was probably so obvious. I can imagine me just fucking looking at my mum, be like, "Look, it's Jeff." Anyway, so at the end we started talking. And he said that he was going to be playing golf, and I played golf a lot. This was when I would have been.
Oh, he
9
said
or
he
whatever.
plays golf, so you said I'm going to take up golf.
No,
with Jeff Jans.
but I played golf, and so hearing that he's like, oh yeah, I'm sort of on a trip, we're doing golf and all that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, I love golf. I had a handicap of like 32, which is the highest handicap you could have, which is mean that I basically was not very good.
Horrible.
But I said to him, oh, it would be great to play golf. But anyway, before I got off the plane, before we started landing, I got my mum to get the camera out, and I've got in my Hamilton Island holiday video from, it would have been about 03, 04.
Yeah.
Actually, 03. Is just me sitting next to Jeff Jans. And I'm like, hey everyone, it's Josh here, and I'm sitting next to Jeff Jans. And that was it. And then a balloon transition goes off. It's a VCD. If we could work out a way of playing the VCD.
Yeah, true. No, none of our computers have
CD-ROM
CD-ROM drive.
Anyway.
I wonder if did you say that you knew who he was? Like, because at that moment where he's just been sitting next to this kid who's been playing it cool, next minute he does a PTC, piece the camera, and says his name.
I'm sure my mum would, like, when you're that age, there's a bit of shtick that you're doing as a kid, which is like, I'm so fucking dumb, I don't know anything. And and then it's mum's job to be like, he's very excited. Because it would be full on if I was like, hey Jeff, I love your show. Do you mind signing this release form and being in my video? Which is something that I probably would. But the funny thing about my holiday videos, if you watch them back, there's actually no footage of my family because they hated being filmed.
Really?
So it's probably the saddest thing you've ever seen. My holiday videos are zoomed in videos of all these other families. just
voiceover. That look fun.
No, it was a lot of
nice
music. I'll just dub music. and a lot of seagulls as well. Every time there was a seagull, I'd be like, Mum, get the camera. I'll be fucking zooming in.
My family like to be filmed, so Mum's going to come on the show.
Oh, really?
So
This is exciting.
What's the date today?
Today is the 2nd of May.
2nd. When's Mother's Day? I should know that because I've...
12th of May. It's Bree's
Okay.
birthday on the 12th of May. If you want to send Bree a happy birthday, please do.
But we'll get Mum on for a Mother's Day.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Little
I've
special.
asked my mum.
What did she say?
She's not sure at this point.
Well,
She says that I just make fun of her, which I don't think is true.
You do a great voice.
Yeah, which is a bit of shtick. She's the queen of shtick.
Is
Surely, I think so. I hope that it's all shtick.
Yeah, well, I'd love to have your mum on. It'd be fun. In the middle, just, seeing if...
I think that the
What are you worried about? Are you worried about...
I'm worried
getting mum
about
on?
the terms that she'll set.
She sets terms?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like she'll be like...
you're a chip off the old
look,
block.
Like, we're only doing this, and this. Like
She wants a rider?
Yeah, a little bit like that. Absolutely.
What do you think would seal the deal for getting your mum on? What could we promise her? What could we...
If it was
have
Jake's show, her favourite son.
Oh, really?
She said that. She said if Jake was doing it, I would do it.
Could we have Jake sort of over there with guitar ready, and he just every moment he can just strum us in?
I think that's perfect. I think if we had Jake on the couch, who was sort of a safety net for Mum, so at any point that she felt uncomfortable, she could say, "Jake, Josh is doing my voice again." And then he comes in and says, "Josh, stop it. Mum doesn't like that."
Do you do the voice to Mum? Do you do the voice? You do?
Yeah. And but Jake was always the one, when Mum would cry, Jake was always the one that would hug her and say, "Are you okay?"
Oh,
so
nice.
I understand.
So you were the little shit.
No, I wasn't the shit, but I just realised that it was a bit of shtick as well. It was a manipulation tool. She wanted me to stop doing whatever I was doing.
Or you were just being mean and she was crying.
There's a bit of that. But it's just but I do remember a lot of you're going to be the end of our family, that sort of stuff.
Oh, no.
Anyway, it's a daily talk show. Feel free, it was great getting those reviews on
it was lovely.
Apple Podcast. So if you want to do that, or you can subscribe on our YouTube channel. Otherwise, tomorrow, 3D Dill is in Melbourne.
He'd be on a plane right now. Hope he's drinking 5 bottles of wine and get himself to sleep. Wakes up in Australia.
I got stressed because I got a text from him.
Oh, what? You thought he'd pulled the pin?
No.
You got photos?
No. That was Mr. 97 taking a photo of being at the gym, which is a whole nother story.
Oh, jeez. That was just a weird little sort of world I entered into.
Yeah.
Then.
Sorry about that. That's a private DMs of 97.
It's not even that bad.
Who was flexing?
It was Jace flexing.
Yeah, it was a photo of my mates at the gym. I wasn't in the photo.
Who looks like he's pretty keen on himself.
Yeah, he loves it.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
On Star Now. What's his Star Now profile name? Do you know?
Jakeorf.
Jake.
J-A-Y-K-O-R-F.
Jakeorf.
So if you're looking any short films or stuff, get Jay involved. What do you think he would sort of shine in? What sort of role?
He does have quite like a...
he's Greek.
He's
But
Greek.
he's got like a Taylor Lautner. There is a traditional Hollywood look.
Yeah.
He's closer to that. He's the jock looking dude.
I can imagine something similar to Riverdale or something like that.
Oh yeah, my mate's in Riverdale.
Riverdale's?
Yeah.
Isn't Riverdale's the thing where they strip?
No. Julian Haig is in Riverdale. He's a Melbourne dude who I shot a scene for him before he left to move to Canada. I shot an acting scene for his show reel, and then he went off to Canada trying to make it, and landed a role on Riverdale. It's huge, dude. The main girl in that has 14 million Insta followers. It's such a big show. Is it your age, 19-year-olds or younger?
Nah, sort of. Yeah, my age, younger. Yeah.
We'll get him on the show when he's back in Melbourne.
3D Dill. I said to him this morning, pumped, have a great flight, mate. And he said, so Mel, how would you describe the weather at the moment in Melbourne 97?
Cold, rainy.
Cancer!
That's what 97 says.
The young kids
don't think we've ever done it on the show before.
The young kids say it.
97 used to say when something was bad, it was cancer, and we sort of put him in line and said, you don't say that.
I've heard so many people say it now.
Does your mum tell you off when you say cancer?
No.
Okay.
Just testicular.
What was that?
Testicular cancer. At least put some name to what type of cancer.
Are you
it is.
doing gear based on cancer? I don't know if that's got a lot of
Mate, I'm not the one who says it. Just naturally.
Okay.
There's no
So
filter
anyway,
on this
3D deal.
19-year-old. Jeez.
So 3D Deal says, thank you. Pretty cold here in Toronto today, so looking forward to some good Australian weather. Oops.
Yeah.
Do you reckon 3D
what town
Deal
is he from?
knows
What's that?
Toronto? He's heading
Ask
through.
Toronto. Ask
He's on a
Siri
plane.
what
Okay.
the weather in Toronto
Hey
is.
Siri. Hey Siri.
Yeah.
What's the weather in Toronto?
Cold as fuck.
It's currently cloudy and 7 degrees in Toronto, Canada.
So
It's only half.
Expect rain and cloudy skies
It's-
starting tonight.
No,
It's
that's cold.
colder.
That's so cold, dude. 7 degrees, and it was snowing there. I saw a photo he put up recently.
Okay. Well, he's heading to Vancouver first. That's where his stopover is. But I'm sure he just spends time at the
And then
airport. But
straight out, yeah.
3D Deal, if you're listening to this and you're on the plane,
Oh, that'd be cool.
we'll see you soon, mate.
Mate, we'll see you at the airport. Have we told him that we're going to the airport to pick him up?
Yeah. How else the fuck we're
I
going
don't
to
know.
force him to do it? I actually.
You're on a message thread with him, so unless you're sharing it with me, I've got to ask questions.
Well, we had an issue with my mate Jack Post, who we've had on the show previously, where we decided to Bree and I and Jack's wife, we would surprise him at the airport, and so what we had Bianca, Jack's wife, dressed up in a limo driver suit.
Yeah, great.
With a sign, and we said to Jack. Bianca texted and said, "Hey, I've actually organised an Uber for you. He's just waiting for you." Anyway, we're waiting. Bianca's, got all of her. She's looking
in a
hilarious.
suit.
She's in a suit. And then it's like 5 minutes go by, and 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by. It's like you should be out, have gone through by now. Anyway, Bianca texts him. He's like, I couldn't see him, so I just got another car. And he'd fucking gone out the other way, the other exit.
Oh,
We'd
no.
missed him, and he was on his way home. Isn't that so annoying?
That is so
Surely,
annoying.
Jack.
It sounds like something I think I could imagine Jack doing that.
Yeah.
I would never ditch an Uber because then the person's getting the fine, the
Yeah.
$10 fee or something.
Yeah. So anyway, that was slightly upsetting.
Oh no!
But so, I
it's
think
so
hopefully-
annoying. Also, I could imagine Jack's like feeling like, oh, that's so fucking annoying.
No, but he's also
like-
tight. No, but maybe he knew there was something up. He's just like, I don't
Really?
have time for this. I've just been in Hong Kong or some shit. Anyway.
Anyway,
It's a daily talk show.
Hopefully, we don't stuff it up. Well, he doesn't know where to go, so we're his only hope.
Oh,
here.
yeah. I wonder what we do. We need to get him a SIM card as well.
Yeah, easy.
You're
Easy.
going to get him a May SIM, aren't you? So then we don't fucking he won't have
May SIM.
reception anyway.
A May
SIM.
Yeah, amazing.
Is that what you've got?
No.
Oh,
What do you reckon?
Optus.
Optus.
Okay.
I'm on Boost. I'm on
you
that
really?
prepaid juice.
It's the Daily Talk Show. Hi, thedailytalkshow.com is our email if you want to send us an email. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with 3D Deal.
See you
Catch ya.
guys.